January, the CBS 11 I-Team first told you about the high number of hit and runs that continue to go unsolved right here in North Texas. In fact, many of you reached out to share your stories with us, including one woman who's gone through a particularly frustrating ordeal here.
Our investigator Brian New joining us tonight with the wreck that was another driver's fault. And what'd you find with this?
Yeah, Ken, this one stood out to us because at first glance, this case seemed to have all the evidence needed for an arrest. And yet, like the vast majority of hit-and-run cases here in North Texas, no arrest was made.
Sitting at a red light on her way home from work at 6:35 in Jupiter, when in her rearview mirror,
it's terrifying.
Sonia Bynum watched what she couldn't prevent.
You can't react. You don't know what to do.
Bynum braced as a full-size pickup truck slammed into the back of her Honda Civic.
You're just hoping to God that you're going to make it through that point.
As Bynum blacked out from the impact, the driver of the pickup sped away.
They didn't have any regard for another person. They just kept on down the road.
But at the time, Bynum wasn't worried about the driver getting away for good. That's because she had a key piece of evidence, a license plate. No, not just the number, the physical license plate. When the truck hit her car, the plate fell off.
It was it. I knew that would be the thing that we would be able to use in court, to try to convict him or whatever we needed to do to try to bring justice to a head.
Or so she thought. Having suffered severe neck and spine injuries in the accident, Bynum was forced to learn to walk again. She was also forced to quit her job as a physical therapist, and the bills,
these are the medical bills,
started stacking up.
And then also this stack is medical bills and all.
Bynum estimates the accident cost her nearly $300,000 in lost wages and medical expenses.
It's been a nightmare. It's been complete hell, if I had to tell you.
Her one hope was an arrest Bynum thought was inevitable. With a license plate, Dallas police easily identified the truck's registered owner. A detective went to the owner's house 3 times, but each time no one answered. The owner then moved out of state and refused to talk to police when investigators called. The case was suspended with no arrest.
It doesn't surprise me. It's not a priority. It's not something that's listed on the national crime stats.
Former Dallas police traffic investigator Dudley Marchetti says as the caseload has gone up over the years, the number of traffic detectives has gone down. Each of Dallas's 9 traffic detectives averages more than 130 cases a month.
It's a lack of manpower. You just don't have enough people.
But the Dallas Police Department says it's more than that. Listed on the police report, the driver remains unknown. Investigators say that's because there's not enough evidence proving the truck's owner was the one driving the truck at the time of the crash. The inability to prove who was driving has been cited by police departments across North Texas numerous times in unsolved hit-and-run cases. Cases where the vehicle, by way of a license plate or video, is clearly known.
It's very stressful, and I don't know. I really don't know where to go from here.
With no relief in sight, Bynum filed for bankruptcy. She says this unsolved hit-and-run case has left her financially doomed and emotionally devastated.
Now, Bynum says one of the reasons she is sharing her story is she hopes others don't solely rely on the criminal justice system if they become a victim of a hit-and-run crash. Now, experts we talked to said Bynum could try and sue the owner of the truck because unlike in a criminal case, in a civil case, the owner, even if they weren't driving, could be held liable.
I realize in the story, Brian, you were talking about manpower in the police department, their ability to respond to some of these cases, but some people might ask still, why didn't the police do more?
Well, the Dallas Police Department would say that they actually did a lot in this case, and they will point out that officers did go out of state to try to track down the vehicle's owner. There's not much they could have done if the owner simply told them he wasn't the one driving that day. We, too, tried to reach out to the vehicle's owner. When we called the numbers listed for him, we were hung up on.
Seems like it's the same response the police got when they tried.
That's a story that makes your stomach turn, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
My goodness. Well, thank you very much.
Brian.
Appreciate the digging on that. If you have a question or a tip for our I-Team, you can reach Brian and the team by email, iteam@ktvt.com.